Hey, just a few minutes of your time, please. If you're an educator or a parent, a student, a politician, just give me just a few minutes of your time. My name is Michael Gray. I'm an educator. I'm a mental health counselor at a high school. I teach 6 periods of CTE, health science, and peer counseling. I'm also a California Department of Education social emotional learning work group member for this school year 2020-21. All right. After consulting several schools within my district, the data shows approximately 65% of students self identify as being in distress. This includes high schools and middle schools. Pre pandemic, my own survey of almost 400 students showed almost 72% have mild to severe symptoms of trauma, anxiety, nightmares, depression. Again, pre pandemic, pre distance learning. And about half of those are student athletes. These are some comments from students right now. I've been struggling with depression. I don't like talking about it, but if I ever don't have my camera on or I don't turn in on time, it's probably because I'm struggling. I don't have a particular issue distracting me right now, but there are times when I'm mentally drained and can't focus too well. Sometimes I have breakdowns because of stress or overthinking about school or feeling overwhelmed about the work. I feel like there should be lessons for mental health. I'm concerned about friends I haven't seen in a while. I think depression is another extreme topic that needs to be talked about. It's just hard when we have a big load of homework I don't usually finish till 8 to 11. I'm very stressed about my grades and all the makeup work I have to turn in on top of the daily work I am getting. I have just been really busy and stressed out to the max. Let's look, that's current students, current middle school and high school students. Let's look at what's going on after pre K through grade 12, the students that we are sending out into college. Anxiety among college students, 41.6%. Depression, 36.4%. What's the most popular class at Yale? Everyone that gets to Yale should be happy, right? They worked their whole life to get to Yale. Well, they're not happy. Professor Santos started Psych 157, How to Be Happy. 1,200 students at a time take that. 32% of college mental health centers have a wait list. Big universities have only one mental health professional for every 2,731 students. The good news is almost 70% of students that use counseling services report it helped with their academic performance. That's from the American Psychological Association 2013. Everything I'm going to share with you is all researched and science based. Let's go a little further. Let's go after college. Let's go grown ups. 400% increase in antidepressant prescriptions from 1994 to 2008. That's from Harvard 2011. That's way pre pandemic. You think it's worse now? Yes. Approximately 40 million, 20% of Americans have an anxiety condition. Pre pandemic, Harvard 2007. Only a third of these folks are in actual therapy treatment. Here's from teachers. Let's go now even further. Let's go to our educators. I'm working 10 to 14 hours every day, Monday through Friday, and 4 to 5 hours on Sundays. I'm frustrated, tired, trying to be patient, but it is a daily struggle. My hair is stress shedding like mad. I should have added the YouTube fix last night, but I was exhausted from a day of grading and planning. I'm not sure the system today understands the work of the classroom teacher. So, where are we as a district? In my district, where are we as an education system? Well, in my district, when the pandemic hit, we just stopped creating real, and I mean real, social emotional learning strategies and practices. We missed out using this summer to prepare our teachers, our students, and parents with foundational mental wellness and emotional intelligence skills. And now, currently, we are still spending this school year planning and creating for next year, 21-22. That's at the very least, I'm going to be really diplomatic, problematic on our part. And think back to the data that I showed you at the beginning of this talk. We must have a November reset. I'm proposing a November reset. And what does that mean? What does it look like? 1 to 2 weeks of minimum days. No new assignments, only makeup work and catch-up skills. Teach teachers, students, and parents foundational mental wellness and emotional intelligence skills and give them the space to practice them. This skill building takes place in the shortened periods during the November reset. It's not a vacation, it's creating an opportunity for everyone to gain and improve upon skills that will show the benefits for the rest of this school year and for life. This reset creates an opportunity for students and teachers to catch up. And why do it school-wide? Why do it district-wide? Because now everyone's learning the skills together. Now we create support groups amongst friends. We create support groups at the school. That's typically we just have one person from a group of friends learn some skills and then they try and teach their friends if they're courageous enough to do it. It doesn't work like that. But if everyone's learning the skills, they all have a foundation to work upon to help each other out. There are 6 foundational skills to gain during this reset. Super simple. They're all free. No budget needed. Breath work, accurate thinking, the power of living in gratitude and empathy, the power combination of exercise, sleep, hydration, nutrition, stop speaking negatively out loud, and conflict resolution. Now look, these 6 foundational skills, they build EQ, emotional intelligence skills, right? Self-awareness, managing your emotions, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Those are the 5 basic ones. And the research shows that emotional intelligence skills are more important than academic skills. Now, let's be clear. Academic skills are definitely important, right? But emotional intelligence skills are more important in being successful and in being happy than academic skills. And that's from the Partnership for 21st Century Learning, Harvard University, the Carnegie Foundation, the Stanford Research Center, Dr. Yuval Noah Harari, and Dr. Kai-Fu Lee. Now, let's look at the first one, breath work. What does that do? That gives you self-regulation and managing emotions. It reduces anxiety, long-term stress, depression quickly, increases energy quickly, helps produce beneficial sleep patterns. That's from the Philpott study in 2010 and from Giraffe, Beveridge, and Barnes 2019. Another foundational skill, accurate thinking. That helps you with self-awareness. The skill of accurate thinking is much more beneficial than simply positive thinking. Accurate thinking builds resiliency and self-awareness, and that leads to confidence and courage, and that's Dr. Aaron Beck, the BeckInstitute.org, and a really dope organization called GoZen.org. I really recommend them. The third one, foundational skill, is living in gratitude and empathy, and that helps with the EQ skills of motivation and empathy. Living in gratitude creates a focus on what is possible and what is good. Our brain focuses on the negative. We need to learn the skills of gratitude and empathy because it helps you figure out what you can do as opposed to what you can't do, which is where we spend a lot of our time. Empathy is a key to successful relationships because it helps understand the experiences and perspectives of others. And that's from the Greater Good Science Center in UC Berkeley. The other foundational skill is it's a foursome: exercise, sleep, hydration, nutrition. And that helps with motivation and self-awareness. You have your students at home, your children at home, your students in your class dealing with motivation situations. This is a big part of it. Exercise helps with happiness, gratitude, the proper functioning of all 11 body systems, including our nervous system and including our immune system. You don't think our immune system isn't an important part of us right now? Exercise also really helps with hope and belief and connection to others. Dr. Kelly McGonigal from Stanford University. On to sleep. Sleep deprivation has a negative relationship to hypertension, obesity, type 2 diabetes. It really impairs your immune system. It has a negative impact on cardiovascular disease, mood disorders. It creates disconnection and loneliness. That's such a simple fix, and we can work with that. We can show you the benefits of proper sleep. That's the negatives of not sleeping, right? But there's so many positives to sleeping. Dr. David Dingus in 2012 and Susan Worley 2018. Simply drinking water the proper amount every day. A level of hydration just 1% below optimal can affect mood, make it more difficult to concentrate, and produce headaches. Guess what? Our heart and brain consist of like 80 to 85% water. It's crucial if we want to function at our best. That's from Kubala and Sisson's 2020. And then our nutrition, missing nutrients through improper nutrition is a major contributor to depression, anxiety, difficulty in focusing, and other mental health conditions. That's Rao, Asher, Ramesh, and Rao 2008. All right, another foundational skill for mental wellness, for mental health, is stop speaking negatively out loud. You might not have heard of that one, but it helps with the emotional intelligence skills of self-awareness and motivation. The research shows we all have both positive and negative thoughts. Yes, of course, we know that, right? But more of them are negative, and that's a product of the way our brain works in terms of trying to keep us alive. That's a function of the brain, right? But when we speak those negative thoughts and those negative beliefs out loud, they are 40 to 70 times more powerful, and that's powerful in the wrong way, than just simply thinking them. And that skill of accurate thinking that we talked about earlier, that helps us learn how to deal with those negative thoughts in the first place so that we don't even think about saying them out loud, right? This is from Baumeister and Braviatsky from Western Case University, 2001, and Porath from Georgetown and Pearson from the Thunderbird School of Global Management, 2013. And the last foundational skill is conflict resolution, which is really a big skill for emotional intelligence, for EQ, social skills, right? The skill of conflict resolution creates the ability to peacefully and equitably resolve disagreements. This skill translates to, oh my goodness, everything after high school, being an adult. This leads to relationship building and community building. That's from Wang and Wu in 2020 and Overton and Lowry 2013. And at its most extreme effectiveness, we get everyone learning the skill of conflict resolution, right? And the other skills, it will reduce the statistic of that almost half of all murders are from an argument. That's from the FBI in 2011. Amazing. Now, we have easy to use for distance learning, like super easy, super simple, super powerful lessons in curriculum. These skills are all free. There's no budget needed. The only thing required is a change of focus and energy. Let's have a November reset. Let's really make the rest of the school year the best that it can be in the conditions that we are in. And I don't know, I'm just sending out a lot of love and a lot of we can do this for real. And that's my email address. Hit me up if you need anything, mgray@lbschools.net. All right. Thank you. Bye.